Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back. Now this is Denise with Artist at Work, and today I'm going to discuss something I found when I was on my little thrifting adventure, and I found this book of Zen doodling. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Zen doodling. I didn't know what it was. It's by Carolyn Grace. I'm going to say Grace because I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but it sounds right. And so I was looking through her book, and she shows how to Zen doodle. Okay, so you start with, she's got examples here. You start with some lines like this one here, and I just got to move this out of the way briefly here. So in her book she shows how to start your picture, and then you add the next section, and then the next section, and then next section, and the next section. Well, the whole book is fantastic, and it shows step-by-step instructions on how to get started and to do certain projects in her book, which are just beautiful, by the way. So I was inspired by that. So I really like this picture right here. Let me make sure you're in film here. We got some nice sunlight today. There we go. You're in. Okay, so I really like this picture, and I was thinking about what I need to do on the inside of this box here. And so I've got my whimsical outside, and I've got my got a whimsical outside here. I've got my little dog here and my little dog here, which looks like a little beagle. I don't know what kind he is. So I was going through some clip art pictures, or no, I was going through, I have some coloring books, and I found this little image of this little dog who amazingly looks very similar to this little dog. Okay? See, the face is so similar. So I'm going to use him in my inside foot picture on this box. And also found this little dog in the coloring book, little picture, and he looks quite similar to this little dog. You see where I'm going with that. So then I said, wow, I drew out my own picture of Zen doodling, like this lady showed how. And I came up with this picture here. So let me show you this picture here. And so I decided, instead of a circle here, I would make a beautiful heart. I think the sunlight is coming in so good here that it's making a reflection. Let me see. Yeah, we've got like a shadow going on. That's unusual for up here. So I'm going to move my lighting down. There we go. I think that's better. We got some sunlight going on today. That's kind of nice. You know, it's a beautiful fall day here, and I'm not used to it. I think it's back into the lower 90s by the end of the week, though, so we're just not used to it. I'm going to try moving this up. Sorry about the shadow. Oh, well, at least you know this is YouTube, and I'm being you and real, so there we are. So like I said, I decided to make this heart instead of a circle, and I did out a similar pattern here, and I changed this here. And so in the middle of the heart, I'm going to have it say, sing the song in your heart. Okay. And then I'm going to add this little dog guy here. Put him here. This guy here. And I'm going to put this guy up here. And then I've got those clouds. I've got a couple more of those clouds that I used on the front of the box, which you can see is similar to the front of the box. Okay. But in this one, I'm going to have both clouds going this way. Maybe one down here and one up there. And then I've got some more of these little flowers. And I'm going to be putting one here maybe, another one up here. And then I've got some hearts, you guys. I'm going to add some hearts in somewheres. And I'm going to put this little mushroom in somewheres. I think I'm putting the mushroom over here. Anyway, I'm going to decide. And then, so I've got to colorize this whole picture that I just made. And then I also made an insert. Well, it's not an insert. I made a divider for the inside of this box. So I've got to paper mache this whole thing here. And then colorize this whole thing. And that's what I'm going to be doing next, okay? And you'll know that I'll be putting in a lot of pretty little things. Maybe I'll put some more hearts around this instead of these pieces. I'll have to see how it goes. But it's going to, you know how I do it, and it'll be coming to life. So I'm just going to get started on colorizing. Now, I'm having trouble with the editor Clipchamp. I'm not sure if it's Clipchamp or if something got into my computer, or I know that Clipchamp editor had made some changes and we updated, and my OneDrive and everything was getting in the way, and I took OneDrive off, and I cleared all my storage. I thought all of that it would help, but nothing helped. And something happened with my pictures, so when I tried to I don't know, it's just a big mess. So we're trying to come up with a different editor right now. So you have to bear with me. My videos might be shorter and I might have more segments because I just can't, my camera won't pause. If it stops, it starts a new video. So I just can't do it. So I'm very disappointed because I've already put up 50-something videos with no problem whatsoever, and then Clipchamp or somebody made changes somewheres, and now everything's in an uproar. It's in a mess. One thing I'm going to do is take away this plastic sheeting I have here. I'm going to put everything in my box so I don't lose anything. Because it crinkles and it makes a lot of noise, and I apologize. I did not realize. I mean, it's okay for painting on, but not for working on. So I'm just going to set that aside. There we go. Much nicer. Oh my goodness. The things you have to do. Okay. So like I said, this is going to all go on the inside. I'm going to start colorizing all this, and I would normally do this off camera, but like I said, right now I'm in a limbo. I get in these twilight zones sometimes. I think computers cause more trouble in your life than everybody needs, and it causes anxiety. It causes all of that, and I don't like that at all. So I have to decide on colors now. Definitely going with a teal color up here. And I don't know if I want it to be exactly the same as the outside of the box. And this would probably be making it more like the outside of the box. I don't know if I want to do it in traditional sky colors and stuff, though. It takes time to decide. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the background of the sky. That's right, because I've got clouds too. So we're checking out other places to edit right now. And that's what I'm going to have to do. So it's a learning curve. So and then I thought to myself, well, maybe Clipchamp, instead of putting up a notice that there's changes and maybe that's not going to be free anymore, maybe they should, if there's a issue where they're making changes, if it's them. Now, I'm not saying it's them, but I'm assuming it's them, and they should put up a notice saying there's changes. Because when they put up the screen for their changes, everything shut off. It just was like, couldn't get past it. Kept saying I needed to clean my storage. So I cleaned out storage, over 199 pictures and different things, and cleaned it right out. And then my husband had it working. At one point, he had it working, and then we went back, and it started all over again, even though we cleared things out. I just don't know, you guys. I'm dumbfounded there. Okay, that's kind of nice. Looks a little green to me, but probably once I add those clouds and things, that'll be nice. And then I'm thinking these circles could all be beads. And now I have to think whether to do them all in a solid color and then add different colored beads in, like different rows. Maybe I'll do like a rainbowy effect here. And then go over the circles, because if I do it this way, well, that's a pretty dark color, isn't it? I might not be able to see my circles after that. All right, so we got one, and now I'm gonna go blue. Yeah, I can see them. My table's not level, if you've noticed. I'm going to put in this teal color here. And let's see, one more color. I think I'll go with this peachy orangey color. Why not? Yeah, that's a good ending. Okay. There we go, you guys. Now, this is a checkerboard pattern. And I think I'm going to do two different color greens. So I'm going to do a dark one. Because I still want it to be like a hill. A grassy hill. Because this is Zen doodling. So there's something new for you. to try out and have fun with. My glasses are so dirty. That's better. Okay. All right, I'm liking that now. And you know what else I have is I have some little trees which I might throw in instead of maybe some of the other pieces I picked out. And I'm going to have to find them and get my little trees and maybe put them up here in the back or draw some trees in. So now I'm thinking about the heart. And I think I want to pick up the red in the heart right here. So I'm going to do it in red around the heart. And I think I'm going to do black lettering. Maybe I'll do the lettering first. So I'm going to fill in my words are drew. So I have lots to do this month. I have an eye doctor appointment. I have a reception to go to in I'm not sure if it's in Dillon or not. It's at a golf course. And I'm going to be having my 12 by 12 paintings. I think it's 4 or 5 of them is going to be on display and for sale there. And it's a big dinner. It's really a fun time. They have an auction going on and like that. So I think I'm going to trim this out and bring it down. Yeah. Here we go, you guys. I like that. All right, now the inside color to the heart. I'm tempted to do pink, a very light pink, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to try light pink. Yeah, I think that'll do it. You just gotta try things, you know. Would have been nice if I put the background in first. I don't have to go around the letters. Note to myself, don't do that anymore. Do it different next time. Gotta bring it closer. I'm having some anxiety today. I don't know if it's because I got so excited about my next project that I'm working on. It's a secret. But there's a change in the temperature today. It's a lot cooler and I'm having anxiety. But I checked everything out and I'm fine. Heart-wise, I'm fine. Blood sugar-wise, I'm fine. But it's weird. Because I have an anxiety. I think I got so excited about my new project today that I couldn't contain myself. And you know what helped? Was I listened to some Beatles music. And it really calmed me down. Like songs like Hey Jude and the new one Now and Then. That was a great song they did. I loved the video they put out for that. That's, you know, even though George is gone and John Lennon is gone, and they still were able to fit them into the video. It was amazing how they did that. So if you ever have a chance to watch the video by the Beatles called Now and Then, I suggest you watch that if you haven't already. I think it was a long time ago when they put it out though, but it's pretty nice, you guys. Alright. Pretty good. Okay. Awesome. Now I've decided a color for over here, and I'm thinking maybe like yellow, like the sun, because, you know, even though the sun would be up here, this is a whimsical, it's a whimsical storyline or whimsical fantasy type of picture. And you can pretend whatever you want. Alright, let's get this green. I'm just going to trim it in green. No, that didn't work. I think I'm going to use black. Isn't it great how these markers, you can just change it? Yeah, I like that, and it helps separate the areas so they're not so full and all together. Oh yeah, that's doing something for me. Yeah. Wow. I surprise myself sometimes. That, you guys, really coming together. Okay, so now I need to colorize this area yet. I'm feeling like it's a fan. Almost like a fan. Oh, let's see. I'm feeling like a blue. I'm gonna try this color. Oh no. I don't know. Let me do a section here. I don't know. Maybe the purple. maybe a purple color, or like maybe like this purpley pink color would be better. I have a real pretty purple here. Try this one out. Sometimes a little purple just does it for you. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll just trim it in purple. Now I'm thinking yellow. We already have yellow here though, but I still have to put the lines in. So maybe if I do a yellow, maybe I'll just do it like this. Oops. I'm going to show you how great these markers are, because see the blue? Bye bye blue. Isn't that great? Still picks up some of it. It wasn't completely dry yet, so it turned a little green. All right, so yellow here. And then a blue. Yeah. All right, and now let's go find the black. And now I'm going to do the pointy black lines, triangles. And I'm not going to follow the lines because it just, after it changes a little bit here, I'll go over it again with the yellow. It looks like a fan. Oh, cool. Yes, that is nice, you guys. That is nice, but I still think I'm not sure. It looks really good. All right, I'm very happy with that. I need a little more yellow here. That's right, yellow, this one. All right. Now I need to make the lines that are going straight here. So for Zen doodling, the very first time in my life, I really enjoyed it. I need to remember that technique. So I'm almost done here. Wow, I just started with a simple drawing, you guys. Gotta let this dry. I still have the circles to put in, but I might wait because I can put gems there. And this is the inside of this box right here. Yeah. So we got our whimsical outside, our folk art, and now we're going to have our whimsical inside, plus the little dogs, the flowers, and maybe I'll find some little wooden trees I have. I just have to, well, I have left a nice little gap here for this. So that's going to be it for today on this box. The Home Sweet Home box, the inside. And want to say thank you again to Caroline Grace. And happy Zen doodling, everyone. Happy Zen doodling. And give it a try. Find this book online, or maybe in your, I found it thrifting, okay? So what a fun thing to try, Zen doodling. So once again, this is Denise with Artist at Work, and I had so much fun showing you that today. What a new technique, new ways to draw. Get yourself your book, or try it on your own. Or find something online where you can learn, or find a YouTube video on it, because I never knew about it, so I'm letting you know about it. Okay, and subscribe to my channel, okay, because you learn all kinds of helpful little hints and tricks here, and what a great time learning, and I hope you're having fun learning with me here. I'm learning, you're learning. So remember, art sends love to the world, and I'm sending some Zen doodling today your way. Okay, bye-bye.